Every time I meet with clients, I get bombarded with messages. Sometimes an appointment gets changed. Worst of all, opportunities get away because I couldn't follow up fast enough. Being busy was good, but I was up to my eyebrows in busy work when I should have been growing my business. So today, I got Keap Grow. Keap's top-rated friendly team saved me a ton of time by helping me get all of my client info from a spreadsheet into the app, connected my email accounts, and consolidated my client communication for free. With all of my client info and data organized and accessible in all of my devices, I never miss a beat. Plus, I got a free dedicated business phone line for my iPhone. I share my business number with leads and customers directly, and I know if an incoming call is business or personal. Now, when I log in at the start of my day, Keap prompts me to take the next step with my leads and my clients by sending personalized email replies, sending quotes, even scheduling meetings. With Keap appointments, sending a link is all it takes. My client picks a time and a confirmation is sent automatically. No more missed meetings. With Keap Grow, converting my quotes to invoices is done in a click. And the client's payments, too. Keap Grow has everything I need to get organized, grow my business, and the reviews speak for themselves. Keap Grow. Simplify your growth.
So when you go down to 0, start.
Yep. You'll see yourself on there.
Here we go.
Good luck. All right, welcome everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Rajesh Bhatia. I am here at Keap. I'm the CTO, Chief Technology Officer here at Keap. Just a little bit of my background before we get started today. I've been here at Keap for about three and a half months. Excited to be here. I've worked at small startup companies before this, successful ones that have gone IPO or had acquisitions. And I've also worked at large enterprises like Oracle, all in the space around application development, management, SaaS solutions, etc. I'm excited to be here. I want to talk to you guys about the topic today, which is really the importance of reporting in your CRM solution. What reports you really should be using. And with me, I have a pleasure of introducing Justin Gray. He is the CEO and founder of LeadMD, a leading marketing performance consulting firm. Justin, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, thank you. Yeah, so Justin Gray, CEO, founder, LeadMD. We are, as Rajesh mentioned, a marketing performance consultancy. We've implemented just over 3,500 cutting-edge revenue tech stacks, including CRM, marketing automation, and the strategy, people, and process really to enable success of those platforms. So predominantly work with mid to enterprise level organizations that are looking to drive more revenue, become more predictable, and really just innovate in the space of modern marketing. So glad to be here today and discuss a little bit about what we love, which is CRM and ultimately marketing technology.
All right, Justin. Well, welcome aboard. We're looking forward to your insights and valuable experience that'll help our listeners get more educated on this topic. Well, why don't we just start with some fundamentals, and let's step back and just talk about what is CRM, right? What does a successful CRM implementation look like? What are the benefits of implementing a CRM solution? Justin, what are some of your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so when we talk about CRM, we often think of software or the tools that quite frankly make up that definition, right? But really, CRM is so much more of that. So it really, the concept it represents for me is a single unified 360-degree area to capture data around our prospects and customers. So when you think about what's necessary for that to happen, there's a lot of different layers that happen there. And really, I always encourage organizations to think backwards when they're thinking about CRM. So ultimately, what are the optics and the KPIs that are going to be driving your business? What do you need to fundamentally do in order to win new business within target accounts, keep that business,
That's right,
foster maturity within those accounts, right? So ultimately, CRM becomes that single, all-encompassing point where the organization rallies around to go and perform their specific functions. But most importantly, empowering the customer. So everything that we put in has to accomplish that very utopian edict. So every motion, every detail, everything that allows us to truly understand who the customer is, that's all facilitated by CRM. And ultimately, we're using that tool to perform our business processes, which is a really scientific sounding word for how do we engage the customer. So what do they do? What do they need? How do we just get better insight into that overall journey?
Right. I think I love the way you put that through, Justin, because you're right. It's all about the customer, right? And that's what CRM stands for. It's all about customer relationship. And even for our customers, their customers are the most important thing, right? And having that complete view of the customer, their needs, what they want, their likes, their dislikes, right? That complete vision is what is provided by a CRM solution, et cetera. So that's a great insight that you have there. Right.
Yeah, I think the key there that you mentioned is, this is the foundation and we need to build upon it, right? So again, just really thinking about what visibility are we lacking today? How are we empowering our teams to go hit that, whatever their metric may be, and ensuring that CRM fosters that journey.
That's right. That's right. And obviously reporting is a big part of that, right? So.
Yeah, it is. So when we talk about KPIs and so on, that tends to be the lens that we look at as executives and the output for CRM. So I'm curious to get your take on that. Obviously, as someone guiding the product path of a CRM solution, how do you think about reporting solutions and what makes a good reporting solution?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you make a really good point. Like, it's not just enough to put the data for our customers into our solutions, but it is important to get that data out as well and to be able to make decisions based on that data as well, right? And that's where reporting comes in very critical as well. When I look at like reporting solutions and what are kind of the key metrics or characteristics that should be part of that, and we do that as part of Keap as well, is one, the reports need to be real time, right? So if you're going into the system and when you're taking data out of the system, right? Well, you need to know that there's no delay in that data, right? It's a real-time view of exactly what your customers are looking at and what you think. The other thing that's important is security, right? There may be certain components of your client data that are only visible to certain users in your organization, right? Or you may not want to have other users be able to view that. So security is an important aspect of your reporting solution as well. Now, once you get the report out, different users have different ways of visualizing that data, right? Now, we may not always get the data right, so the reports need to be configurable, right? The reports need to have visualization built in where people can draw graphs and charts, etc. I want to be viewed in a bar graph or a pie graph, etc. So those visualizations and configurability also needs to be built in. Then the other thing that's important from a reporting standpoint is people look at different output formats as well, right? So some may require it in Excel so that they can manipulate that. Some may require it on a web form, or some may require in a PDF document, etc. So there are various ways of looking at different formats. And ultimately, as much as we think people might go into a solution, etc. as well, right? We want the reports to be optionally schedulable, right? So every morning I come in, give me the reports on my funnel, my forecasting, etc. So that those reports need to be schedulable as well. So those are some of the characteristics that I think are important from a good reporting solution. Just wondering, is that what you've seen with your customers as well, and that their needs on good reporting solutions?
So one point that you mentioned there in terms of making reporting accessible, right? Schedulable, or just kind of appearing wherever we're performing our work. So critical to the data aspect of CRM, because reporting, quite frankly, exposes those data gaps oftentimes, right? So we're never gonna, data's never gonna be perfect. It's never gonna be complete, the absolute precision element of what we're looking at, but reporting allows us to see where those gaps exist, and therefore the accessibility is key. And for me, that's really what CRM allows us to do, is ensure that everyone's looking at the same optic and having the same source of truth, because it's not about ultimately reporting. Reporting is the vehicle. It's about the data that lies underneath and ensuring that you're measuring what matters for your business. So whether that's whether you're in a go-to-market role where you're measuring pipeline or prospect penetration, or all the way to a customer success role, and you're determining how well are folks using our solution, our product, our service, and what can we do to engage them or mature them along that ultimate customer path. Ensuring that everyone's looking at those reports is absolutely critical. So that that unified visibility and removing the silos that normally exist within a business is just so key to CRM, and the ease of use there is key to kind of knocking down those walls that often exist around executives.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a good way of saying it, right? Like, that's why you feel like reporting is so important, because it gives you that holistic view. It shows you gaps that you may have in your data as well, and gives you a visibility into that as well. So I love your perspective on that. Justin, with that in context, can you speak about your experience of, kind of some of your favorite reports that you've seen with your clients embrace? What do they like? What are they asking you for? What are the typical reports in a CRM implementation that you've seen in the past?
Yeah, so I'll preface this with, the report that gets used is always the most powerful report. But I think certainly once you've got that adoption and you've got, teams enabled around KPIs that they understand and that they are really enabling their teams around, I would say starting with revenue and really getting a good window into the performance of the organization around revenue forecasting. I think forecasting is one of those elements that often drives a move to CRM. Businesses are using Excel spreadsheets or some sort of third party or very flat and non-dynamic tool to get a window into how they're selling. And through the magic of television, of course, we're bringing a couple of those examples up on the screen here to get that visibility and to measure the change over time, to measure how the motions that sales is going through impact that pipeline is just critical to any business. Certainly kind of moving through those customer journeys beyond just a revenue window. We want to view all of those customer journeys, whether they are marketing funnels, whether they're sales funnels, whether they're customer success, product usage, anything. We want to see those different journeys facilitated by CRM. And the notion there that I would really call folks' attention to is that CRM is not just a sales and marketing tool. It really needs to be embraced by the entire organization in order to get visibility like this, right? Like whether so we're looking at kind of a marketing funnel there, whether you're dealing with, your typical, how many leads are we getting per month and how many of those are precipitating into the hands of sales and ultimately in the hands of customer success, all the way down into customer success funnels where we're talking about how effective is our onboarding process or even our partner processes we're looking at here. That visibility and the change over time, so critical to running a data-driven business.
That's right. Makes sense. Yeah.
And then finally, I would say on the customer side of the house, certainly for our business, which is obviously a professional services firm, a consultancy, we need to get that visibility into how our projects are performing. And again, when you think about that concept and start tying it back into sales and marketing, we can really inform who are our best customers. Are they happy? Are our NPS scores high? Are our customer satisfaction scores high? And then how do we target the types of organizations that are a good fit for what it is that we do? So really, it is a cyclical process and so critical that that we're measuring that entire journey via something like CRM.
That's awesome. Yeah, that really makes sense. It really gives a good perspective. I think if I may just add to that as well, like when I look at some of our customers and the implementations and kind of what reports they're looking at, I think you're right. They start with, at least in our, what we've seen is they start with the customer journey, right? They want to know exactly what their customers are around. What are their customers? What is their engagement? What is their, as you said, the NPS score? What does their sentiment essentially look like? And those reports are really important to their customers, so they can focus on certain customers that they want to focus on to increase their engagement and their things. The other thing that we also see is campaigns, right? So our customers are reaching out to their prospects and customers through campaigns, and they want to understand from a reporting standpoint the effectiveness of those campaigns as well, right? How effective have those campaigns been? What tweaks do they need to make to reach out to those customers and prospects even more as well? Once they've got those campaigns done, right, as you pointed out earlier, is the pipeline, right? Like you show some funnels of those pipelines, et cetera, right? Like what is the health of my pipeline, right? What is the health of my prospects, the proposals that I put out there, et cetera? Those are another set of important reports. And then once you've got those pipelines and proposals to prospects, right, then, hopefully you get to some payment terms, right? You want to be able to see the payment history, the invoicing, et cetera, the frequency of those. So those are some of, at least, what we've seen with our customers, some of my favorite reports as well when we think about the CRM solution and forecasting and reporting, et cetera, that comes important as well.
Yeah, this whole notion of becoming data-driven as an organization plays into exactly what you just mentioned, which is every process that we're running, whether it be marketing, sales, across the customer lifecycle, is iterative. And for me, that is data driven, right? Like it's not just I've got a great idea, I'm going to go ahead and implement that campaign or that motion, but it is looking at the results that garners and really making intelligent decisions around what you're going to do to iterate and go forward from there. I'm curious, as someone who resides on the platform end of things, you're creating technology to inform customers. What report do you actually use? Like, what's kind of your home base as it pertains to reporting?
Yeah, so it's interesting because if you think about it from our side, our customers, like we want visibility into our customers, right? And our customers use it. So we're essentially using a CRM solution as well to manage our customers, right? We measure the health of our customers. We measure the sentiment of our customers. We measure the proposals that we have out for our customers. We measure if they're using a certain area of the product more than the other area of the product, right? Like so there are lots of insights that we try to get from the reporting as well. And again, they're all based around customer relationship management, right? We're trying to manage our customers who are using our products and giving them the tools. So those are very important to us as well. I think more importantly, we're trying to find those key nuggets. And I think you mentioned this earlier, right? Like those insights on potentially how to tweak our offering, right? What we can provide to our customers so that they can tweak their offerings for their customers, right? Those are the golden nuggets that we are constantly looking for. And we're always iterating as through the learning process, going through learning, iterating, trying it out, see if it hits the note, and then coming back to our customers with those learnings as well, right?
Yeah, it's funny when you think about the power of that visibility, because how an end user is using your platform or any product that someone is selling, typically, has a pretty good visibility within those teams. But now think about the power of sales or marketing consuming that in real time as well, and being able to inform that next marketing campaign or sales message. This is what we're seeing as a result of usage right now. Our customers are creating 30% more marketing pipeline. Like that's something that you can get as an insight by knocking down those silos and just providing real-time visibility into different areas of the organization, which are just such a valuable watershed.
Well, Justin, this has been amazing. I really love your insights around reporting and CRM and what you've seen in the market. Any kind of final thoughts that you may have that would be really beneficial for our listening audience here?
Yeah, so I think just to kind of summarize what we've said several times throughout this, but CRM is a cultural shift, right? Like it is the desire, like having a champion that desires to provide that transparency and desires to become data driven and first and foremost, customer focused
Yeah.
is the number one ingredient for success that we see within CRM implementation and success. Simply because you need it is a behavior shift in a lot of organizations, or just following that maturity curve. We've done all we can with these disjointed processes and spreadsheets and so on, and now it's time to really get on the same page. Provide those visible optics and empower teams. And that's where organizational alignment, I think, really starts at the top. So whether that's the business owner, the CEO, whoever is typically an executive sponsor for those decisions, the more they step in and lean into that process, the more successful we see, and certainly the other leaders within the organization fall in line there as well. So I think it's powerful. Certainly, and we're far enough along within the CRM maturity curve at this point. We know that getting executive buy-in and ensuring that there is ultimately an organizational goal we're trying to achieve, and oftentimes that's efficiency, it's visibility, but we can attach an ROI outcome to CRM implementation. I think that's a great place to be as it relates to technologies like this. Along those lines, of course, I want to invite anyone that's listening, if you want to check out some of those secrets of organizational alignment and specifically sales and marketing alignment, we put out an annual benchmark survey that we just released for 2019, talking to marketing and sales executives and really understanding what drives alignment between those two groups. And as a result, we're seeing aligned organizations performing 64% better from a revenue perspective than unaligned organizations. So we've packaged all those learnings up and published them absolutely free of charge. Just head over to leadmd.com/alignment. There's going to be a link in the comments here for this video as well, and download that for free. Check it out. See how you can implement those within your own business.
All right. Well, that's great insights, Justin. And we kind of see it the same way as well, Justin, because when we look at our small businesses and customers that come to the Keap platform, right? They were managing their customer relationship either in sticky notes, Excel spreadsheets, right? There's no central way of getting visibility into their customers, their customer relationship, their customer sentiment, etc. That's exactly what something like Keap does for them, right? Provides that platform, and then the visibility into their customers through reporting, through dashboarding, through our interfaces that can give them great visibility into their marketing campaigns, their email campaigns, their sales strategy, their proposals, and really give them great insights into customer engagement. So that's exactly what a platform like ours offers, or any CRM platform could offer for the customers as well. Well, this has been a great session. We love your insights, Justin. We are grateful for the opportunity to speak to you. Thank you so much for your time. I want to thank all the audience for listening in and tuning in. If you could just preview the blog that we're going to be putting down at the end of this presentation as well, this live session, gives you more details around what we talked about around CRM reporting, some of the capabilities that we provide here in the Keap platform as well. That'll give you great insights. But we are done. Thank you so much. Thank you, Justin, for your time.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.